Hey guys, welcome back to my black screen series. Um, yeah, this is episode, I'm not sure, is it 11 or 12? I'm not sure. It's in the title. I should just look at the title, right? Well, I will when I edit, or when I upload. Anyway, talking crap already. Yeah, not sure if you can hear this or not, but it's raining. It's been raining a lot. Raining a lot. So yeah, it's a pain in the butt, or the rain. So I can't do much. Yeah, I can't do things like whippersnippering. I can't go. Yeah, I can't do a lot. Kind of stuck. But that's alright, it gives me time to do the things that I'm supposed to be doing. And turned out this was one of them, making this upload. It's a bit late already, but that's kind of normal, right? Yeah, no, there's no real reason for this one to be late other than laziness. There's no real trauma that's going on or any dramas going on at the moment. It's just, yeah, I have been busy though. So I've been working on trying to get different things together for the Cybertruck, because I really want to get it on the road, guys. And I intend to cheat. I've said this before. I intend to cheat to get it onto the road quicker. It's something that involves a bit of what do you call it? A bit of research. And I've been doing research the whole way through this project, but yeah, now it's coming down to the nitty gritty. I've really got to get some prices together, so I can accurately spell out what needs to happen. You know, it's no good saying I need a hub motor and I need suspension and I need this and I need that without actually getting any of the prices. You know, I can't just come up with ballpark figures for everything, which is what I've done so far, and it's sort of given me a figure of around 4,000, 3.5, 4,000. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking at to get the project finished. I'm looking at doing, well, it won't be finished, sorry. That's the wrong words to use. That's what I'm looking at to get the project on the road. Shortcut the project on the road. So yeah, I keep saying project. You all should know that I'm talking about the Cybertruck. And I should probably do an upload on that channel, giving people a bit of an update on what's going on, because I haven't done one for quite some time. But anyway, this is supposed to be a weekly thing, and I realised that part of the week's slipping by. I normally do these on a Sunday, and today it's, what is it, Tuesday. It's not so bad. I think last week was Thursday, and I think I've had some Fridays and Saturdays in there recently as well, so it's not so bad. Tuesday, not beating myself up over it, no biggie. So yeah, can you get up the back, Leia? Up the back, go up there. You too, Luke. I need leg space. Sorry guys, dog's just had a feed, and well, hang on, I just sprung a leak, hang on. Okay, I think I've got that leak sorted. So just paused while I sorted out a leak. I really shouldn't have a leak in this van. I bought fiberglass to fix 2 areas, front and back, that were leaking. And yeah, it cost me $100 to get 2 1 metre patch squares that have 1 kilo of 1 litre. Kilo and a litre doesn't make much sense to Americans, but there's 2.2 pounds to a kilo. And a kilo is about a litre. Yeah, so I got some fiberglass and I had leaks front and back, so I bought 2 patches that were $100 each. I did the back, first time ever fiberglass in, didn't do too bad, stopped the leak. It's lumpy, but that can be sanded down. Yeah, so the front I still haven't done, and it's been well over a year I think since I did the back, but that's alright. I just have to dodge a drip every time it rains. It's only when it's constant rain or when it's heavy rain, and at the moment it's not really constant, but it is, oh sorry, at the moment it's not really heavy, but it's been constant all day long. So the area holds more water and is more likely to drip on me with constant rain. A quick downpour where it just buckets down for a minute or 2 and I don't get dripped on. But yeah, when that quick downpour lasts 5 minutes or so, I'll get dripped on. But anyway, I've moved my body out of the line of fire at the drip in case it does drip on me again. It won't, well, in case it does drip again, it won't be on me. And we'll soldier on. Look, don't you tread on my phone. Lukey walking around. So yeah, what's been going on? Not a lot. I've been planning the Cybertruck build. That is pretty much all that's been happening. So yeah, I'm dealing with different companies through email and such, and I hate doing email. That's a real chore for me, especially at the moment. My email's full, so they're wanting me to pay for more storage or delete stuff, and I delete stuff and it just doesn't seem to matter. So yeah, I don't know, I might just delete everything out of there. I'll keep some things. My drip's not quite getting catched. Caught is the word, not catched. Catched is poor English. Yeah, I don't know what I can do about it right now. I can't fiberglass the roof while it's raining. I haven't got a tarp. I could go to the servo and get a tarp. I really didn't want to put a tarp over this though, so I didn't want to have to buy one to put over it. Because where I am, it already looks ugly enough because I've got white paint over the silver areas. And the outside's not clad still, so it doesn't look pretty on the outside of this camper. Inside's a lot better with all white walls. But anyway, yeah, I've just realised I've put my head back under where the drip is. It's just a matter of time before I get a drip landing on me now, because they're not all being caught by that. Ah, there goes one, hit me on the chin and on the arm, bounced off my chin onto my arm. Oh well. Must be really exciting for you guys hearing about the drips. I appreciate you guys, and yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that this black screen series means a fair bit to me. It may come across as all random and all over the place, like I don't know what I'm doing, and I kind of don't, but I see this as my opportunity for you guys to get to know me better. For me to just talk more day-to-day nonsense rather than, you know, showing you something in a video. I haven't been doing a lot of that lately. Been a bit busy, preoccupied. So yeah, the Cybertruck is really taking up time at the moment. As far as my free time, I'm just busy trying to you know, get as much of that organised as I can, get things priced, work out what things I'm getting so that I can price them. Yeah, so it's a bit of a mess. I haven't been doing any counselling lately. Not sure if it's the end of the counselling or not. I probably do still need some. I likely do need some, but I can cope without it. You know, I can manage. I can actually even excel without it. So yeah, a lot of life for me is just mindset. If you're in the right mindset, if you have the right attitude, and if you're determined, got the right amount of determination, you can basically achieve whatever you want, and you can be whatever you want. Having said that, most people don't do all those things because of the effort that's involved. It's hard work. You know, I'm just seeing where this drop's coming from. I think I spy it. That naughty drop. So I've put the nose of the camper up a little higher than the back to keep the water from pooling at the front of the camper on the roof, making it just sort of run backwards away from where it leaks. And the trouble with that is any water that does actually get through where it leaks wants to run along the roof before it drips. At the start it drips right at where it comes out, which is fine because there's a shelf below it. But as it starts to move across the roof, it's getting impossible to catch because, yeah, it's like I need a tray on the shelf that sort of hangs way out past the shelf. It's only water, no big deal. I'm getting the odd drip on my bed. They're even missing my pillow. But yeah, super muggy. It is really super muggy at the moment. I'm guessing the temperature outside's around 22, 23 Celsius. Not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but yeah, 22, 23 degrees. I consider 21 to be sort of normal. That's where people like to have climate control set in office buildings and that sort of thing, around the 20, 21 degrees. Yeah, 22's okay. 23 and 24 starting to get slightly on the warm side of comfortable, but it's still okay. Yeah, once you get to 25 and above, that's when it starts to get a bit warmer. But it's the humidity at the moment. Because it's just non-stop rain, it's really muggy. There's a lot of humidity in the air, so I just feel sweaty. And if someone came here from Sydney right now, they'd be complaining about having trouble breathing because of the air being so thick. Or if someone came from a drier continent for a visit. Yeah, really thick air. Not good for smoking. You cough a bit more sometimes. Yeah, but anyway, I don't know how long this video is going to be. Probably, I always say that they're not going to be as long, and then they end up being longer. So I don't really want to say that just yet, that it's not going to be a long one. But I have a feeling that it won't be, because I don't have a lot to say today, other than Cybertruck, 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 and you guys are all sick of hearing that, I'm sure. If you want to know about the Cybertruck, you go to the if you want to know about my Cybertruck, you'd go to my Cybertruck channel. I keep saying I'll put links in the description, and sometimes I do, and probably more often than not I don't. So I'll stick it in the description for those that want to follow the link to the channel. And I'll stop raving on about it as much here. I really need to do some updates on that channel, so all the stuff that you guys aren't interested in, the people there will be interested in, because the channel's dedicated to the build, right? Not to me, not to the dogs. Luke's looking at me like he wants to get attention or play or something right now, like he's about to jump in my face and be all excited or burst into excitement. And I'm trying not to egg him on. Yeah, so when I finish this recording, I think I'm going to have a little play with the dogs, even though we're trapped in the van. I'll let them out for toilet breaks when they indicate to me that they want to go to the toilet. And I'll try and let them out together, so that we're not doing multiple door opening and closing sessions for each dog. Yeah, so I try and get them all G'd up to go out together, and even if 2 out of 3 want to go, the third one's going anyway. I'll go, go on, you go out there too, you go see what you can do, because yeah, even if they just do a little wee, might be enough for them to hold off longer next time, because we spend some hours trapped in the van, don't we? And there's not a spot to go to the toilet in here, other than amongst their own bedding. And there's a shelf on top of their bedding, and I've actually come home to dog poo on top of that shelf, because they didn't want to get poo in their bedding, I guess. I was thankful that it was there rather than on the bedding, even on their own bedding, because it was easy to clean. It's just a flat plastic surface, so yeah, it was really easy to clean. I could grab a couple of tissues and pick it up, and then grab my spray and white and a couple more tissues and clean it right up properly, and so it was even sterile at the end of it all, which I wouldn't be able to do if it was on their bedding or on my bedding, which is yuck, yuck, yuck. Anyway, they're all just staring at me, guys. They're all just bloody staring at me. Got 3 dogs just staring at me. They've all eaten. We had dinner a little early. What's the time now? It's 4:25, 4:26. I missed 4:20. Anyway, so yeah, this video might not be uploaded till 7 or something, I don't know, 7 p.m. on a Tuesday. Yep, Tuesday night. But that's okay. Doesn't need to be uploaded any quicker, because even that's early hours of the morning for Americans. Not sure what the time is now. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to end up winding this video up a bit shorter than this. Is probably going to be one of my shortest videos, because I've got a feeling it's going to wind up pretty soon with the way these three dogs are just staring at me. I don't know what they want. They all went to the toilet before they had dinner, and then I fed them dinner, and Luke and Leia looked like they were going to have a play for a minute when I was just starting to record, and yeah, I kind of said because they were doing it on top of me, so I went and they could have just moved it up the back and done it up there, but they didn't. So they've still got that energy pent up. Missy's gone laid down just now. She's still looking at me, but she's laying down. Luke's laying down. Leia's just sitting there looking at me. I think Leia might want to go to the toilet. Oh, Missy's going to get up. Oh, good jump, Missy. That noise you just heard was Missy jumping up to the back section. You can get up on the shelf. So yeah, the dogs have got 2 labels, just to give them more room. They're only little. I could do the same thing here for the rest of the camper. I could put slats across the halfway point of the camper and put a mattress on top of it and have an extra bed up there. But then that would mean that my mobility around the camper would be limited to the doorway area. And I'd have to crawl under the slats to get to the back where the dogs are, or move them. I thought about having them so that they roll up. Yeah, there's all sorts of options. Yeah, slats provide yeah, all sorts of advantages, and I may end up even getting aluminium slats, like the similar to the tonneau cover on the Cybertruck. So I'm not sure yet, and it's not a real hurried thing to worry about just now, because what is important right now is getting the Cybertruck on the road. Alterations and things for the camper and things to improve the camper and things to finish the camper off can just go on hold right now. I bumped into a mate today that helped me move the camper here, and we had a wheel fall off, even though there was only one wheel on. Well, we didn't have it fall off, we had it break, so we had to take it off. And so yeah, he said, "Oh, you got wheels back on the camper yet?" And I said, "No, that's not a priority. Getting the Cybertruck on the road's the priority at the moment." And yeah, I told him how I'm busy searching things online. Yeah, at the moment, I've had 2 companies say that they can kind of help me out with parts, but not really in the way of exactly how I want things. So yeah, it's tricky, because you can't just have a normal bike wheel. Obviously it's a hub motor, which means it's got a motor inside where the spokes go, and the hub where the axle of the wheel is, there's a motor going around that in the spoke area. Then we also need it to mount on one side only, so most wheels have mounts both sides. The axle goes through and you've got a fork that goes over the wheel, and then little recesses in the fork that take both sides of the axle. But that's not going to work with what I want. It's going to make the Cybertruck look way ugly. So I'm not going to do that. Well, if I can help it, I'm not going to do it. And if I do it, it'll only be a temporary thing. Yeah, I really can't see myself doing it as a temporary thing, because it'll just look so ugly and not be what I want. So, having said that, I'm busy looking for wheels that connect as a single-sided axle. I've spoken to a friend who has a son in a wheelchair, and she's looking at different things to help me out. She might have contacts that can, help me out in the area of axles. I was reading a forum and someone said that really for an axle like that, a single-sided axle, a thicker axle isn't always the go. You might want something like titanium. And this person said that they've been in a wheelchair 20 years and they're heavy set, and their titanium rods won't even bend, let alone break. They can be jumped on. And yes, the Cybertruck's going to be I'd say a bit heavier than a heavy set person. But we also have to consider that there's 4 axles, not just 2. There's 2 axles taking the primary weight of someone on a wheelchair. The little wheels at the front, the steer wheels, they don't do a lot. They're more for balance. They don't have a light load on them compared to the big wheels at the back under where your bum is, or either side of your bum. So yeah, those 2 wheels take all the weight, and if you're heavy set, 300 pound or more, then it can be quite a load on those axles, right? So, and then you've got things like bumps. So when you hit a bump and you're heavy, the weight gets increased. So someone that's 300 pounds, I don't know, that's less than 150 kilo, it's probably about 130 kilo at a guess. Yeah, although they're quite big, they become even bigger when you hit a bump. So the load can, go to 50% more or even double as it hits a pothole, for example. So the 300 pounds can go to 500 pounds in a bump without any trouble or exaggeration whatsoever. So yeah, I really need to make sure I've got strong axles, and I'd like to get something that's sort of purpose built, not something custom made. So yeah, something's designed for the heavy weight to start with, and for the single-sided axle to start with, rather than getting something customized in it. But that's the other option too. We get a through axle one, we change the bearings to accommodate a larger axle, and then we get a larger axle made or bought. You can buy heavy duty thicker axles, 15mm even. Not sure what that is. It's over half an inch. Probably getting up around the 5/8 of an inch. I don't know, 15mm, what's that? Yeah, somewhere around there. Who cares? Look it up. So it's irrelevant. Yeah, so I've got a fair bit going on with the Cybertruck, as you can all tell, and research, talking to people, asking questions, trying to find out. So at the end of the day, I want to actually be able to order something, and before I can order it, I need the money. Before I can access the money, I need to present that plan to at least one person. There may be multiple people. but I'm hoping that I can get one person to help me out with a loan rather than getting a donation or donations to get this thing done. I'd really like to get it just done as a loan, so I don't feel like I'm bludgeoning on anyone. I don't feel like I've done anything to deserve a handout as such. It'd be nice to have it, you know. I've never really had that break in my life where someone's gone, here's some money. But yeah, a lot of people are in that same position, so I'd kind of almost feel guilty if I was given that opportunity. Anyway, so yeah, I'd just much prefer it to be a loan, just borrow the money and pay it back like a direct debit thing. And I've kind of got all that in my head sorted out how that's going to happen. And worst case scenario, the person that I'm going to ask will say no, and then there's other people that I can ask. So regardless, I need to actually have some figures to present to those people. I need to say I need batteries and they're going to cost this much money. I need wheels, they're going to cost this much money. I need shocks, they're going to cost this much money. I need the polycarbonate, it's going to cost this much money. I need whatever, you know, all the different bits. So to get it built, I need everything pretty much quoted out. I went and quoted some steel at the Nimbin Mill the other day. Those guys are really good to me. So I've got some steel prices, and they happen to also have all that steel in stock that I'm interested in. So yeah, I'm kind of in front there. But yeah, there's just this list of things that I need to get, and I need to itemize things. I need to write them down. Even the things that we have estimates on, I don't have prices on. I should just write the estimates down, and you know, and at least we can get a from and a to sort of figure. You know, a worst case scenario figure and a best case scenario figure. You know, just I need to have prices to tell someone, look, I need to borrow this money. I can't just be like, I need this money and just give it to me. I need to say it's going to cost this much for this much for this much for this, and it's all going to come to this. So that I can then say, and then I'm going to pay you back this much every so often until it's paid. And then we even look at maybe even continuing the payments past that into like interest. I'm happy to even pay someone back longer. So, you know, if I borrow $1,000 off someone and I pay them back at $100 a month, in 10 months I'm all paid, right? I would like to actually pay them for 12 months, so they've got $1,200 back for their $100 investment. Even though they're helping me out as a friend and they probably don't miss the money while it's gone. They'd only miss the money if it was never coming back, right? But yeah, I wouldn't ask someone that was struggling and couldn't afford to help me out. So, and I wouldn't expect that of someone that was struggling and couldn't afford to help me out. So yeah, I'm just got to play it by ear, and I've also at the same time got to fine tune things, nut things out, and work out exactly what's going on. So that I, you know, can present that plan clearly and precisely as I can to someone, to make it sound realistic as well, and not like some pipe dream thing, you know. I also want to be able to show someone that the money's actually for the project. I'm not just going to waste the money. So yeah, we need to take all those things into account. And yeah, you can tell, guys, I just keep going back to this topic, right? It's the one thing that's just occupying so much of my time, and I don't care much about much else at the moment. I just want to get this thing happening. I can't get it happening until I've got things fine-tuned. I know exactly what we've got in the way of parts and how much they're going to cost and where they're coming from, so that we can actually get down to the build. Went to spoke to my mate I'll tell you his name, Dan. So yeah, Dan, just to make it easier, instead of saying my mate. So Dan's an engineer, and he's got the Cybertruck up at his place. He's got a big shed there, and across the road from that I've got my storage container. So I've got a lot of Cybertruck bits in there, and my tools and bits and pieces, and all my other just odds and ends storage stuff. I don't have a lot, you know. I can fit all of my stuff into the average person's toilet. Forget their bathroom, just their toilet. You know, an outhouse. Picture an outhouse. I don't know if everyone around the world knows what an outhouse is. Just a little square toilet, just enough room to fit a toilet in, and for the person to sit down in the toilet. You got a door, you open it, you step forward, and you're in there. You turn around, sit down. They're usually like a metre, a bit more than a metre square, 1.2 maybe. And so what's that, about 4 foot maybe. And yeah, they're I could fit all of my stuff into an outhouse, just stuck it to the ceiling, and I'd have everything in there. I don't even think I'd need to go to the ceiling. So yeah, when the Cybertruck's finished, all that will get reduced, and I'd probably fit everything into about 3 or 4 of those sort of large storage containers. Yeah, I'm not going to bother explaining what I mean there, but hopefully you guys know what I mean by those plastic tubs with the plastic lids. Anyway, I'm going to wind it up. The rain seems to have eased up. Leia seems to be keen to go outside, so maybe after eating she wants to go to the toilet. So, and I'm real sweaty at the moment, just from this weather, so I want to get outside and just walk around in the air, and hopefully I'm not so sweaty after having a little walk around while it's not raining so much. Trouble is, if it's still raining too much, I get wet. Yeah, it is raining a bit. It's not as heavy now, it's really fine. But anyway, I need to wind this up, and I need to get outside and see what's happening in the real world. Just open the door. Oh. Okay, top door's wide open. Now we've got a hell of a lot of light coming in here. Hopefully we don't have light pollution on the black screen. I've been pretty careful with that this episode. Anyway guys, what can be the secret word for this episode? If you want a secret word, let's call it drip, because apart from me acting like a drip, I'm getting dripped on. So yeah, drip is your secret word. Drop that in the comments down below, and you may not win a prize. Yeah, you may not win like $1,000 or something. You may not win anything at all. You're pretty much guaranteed to not win. So that's good, eh? Because I don't have any competition going. So yeah, the people that miss out won't feel so bad, because that's all of you. Anyway guys, gotta love yous and leave yous. Appreciate you being here. As I say at the end of these videos, there'll be a next episode out on Sunday. But we'll see what happens. There's no guarantees. But yeah, thanks for listening. Turns out this episode has been a little shorter than normal, and I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers guys, bye.